Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
Steve Smith, oh no, not that Steve Smith, the other Steve Smith with the New York Giants, the guy from USC, remember him? Came into his third year last year, tore it up, became Eli Manning's #1 receiver on the team. Yeah, that's Steve Smith. Hey, that guy's a top 20 fantasy receiver this year, what do you know? As Eli Manning looks like he's going to continue to be that pass-first type offense with the Giants. And Steve Smith, they move him around. They do good things with him. He's a good possession receiver. Maybe he's not as explosive as a guy like Hakeem Nicks. And maybe Nicks will end up being the #1 receiver at some point. But right now, it's Steve Smith's show, and he's the main man in the offense. And why shouldn't he be? He had 107 receptions last year, over 1,200 yards receiving, and 7 touchdowns. There's no doubt about it that when Eli Manning gets in trouble, he has always liked to find that one receiver that he trusts the most. You know, for years it was Plaxico Burress. And right now it is definitely Steve Smith in this offense. And that makes a lot of sense, and I don't really expect that to change. Because he's the type of receiver that, really, he's kind of like their Wes Welker type of guy. That security blanket type receiver that a quarterback will look to in times of trouble or, as a quick if he's looking maybe Hakeem Nicks over the top, not there, he's going to come back, look for Steve Smith. Okay, let's get that, 6-7 yard completion. Let's keep moving the chains. Hit him on the run, and he may go take off and do some, take that ball and go farther than that. So with Steve Smith, I think, PPR leagues, hey, keep this guy up there. He's got added value in those type of leagues. Right now, I've got him ranked about the 15th receiver. I think he's a little bit more valuable probably in those leagues again because of the receptions, and I do believe that he will be, 90-plus receptions again this season and probably around 7 touchdowns and over 1,000 yards again this season as he continues to progress. He's only 25 years old. The Giants have a good offensive line. Eli Manning's at a point in his career now where he is ready to take over and be truly the main leader in this offense, and they should be more of a pass-first offense. They have a very hard schedule, if I'm not mistaken, against the run, but their schedule against the pass isn't too bad. So look for Steve Smith to have a good season, to be productive for your fantasy team. I think he makes for a great #2 receiver for your team this season.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy